Have you ever been told you're not good enough? That you'll never make it? That your dreams are too big for someone like you? Most people hear these words and shrink. They let rejection shape their identity. But there are a few rare souls who hear no again and again and still rise to become legends. One of them is Jack Ma, the man who went from countless rejections to building one of the largest companies in the world, Alibaba. Jack Ma was born in 1964 in Hangzhou, China. His family was poor, and China at the time was closed off to much of the world. While other children dreamed of toys, Jack dreamed of learning English. As a boy, he rode his bicycle for miles every morning just to practice English with foreign tourists outside a hotel. He offered free tours of the city, not for money, but for words, for sentences, for the chance to learn. He wasn't just learning a language. He was programming his subconscious with one belief: if I can learn what others don't, I can create a life others can't. But school was not kind to Jack. He failed his entrance exams not once, not twice, but 3 times. Most people would give up after one rejection. Jack failed high school exams twice and failed university entrance exams twice before finally scraping into Hangzhou Normal University. Even then, he wasn't the best student. Teachers told him he wasn't smart. He carried labels like average and unpromising. But deep inside, he told himself a different story. He believed something others didn't. It's not about how smart I am. It's about how hungry I am. After graduation, Jack applied for dozens of jobs. 30, 40, 50, rejected from nearly all of them. He applied to be a police officer, rejected. He applied for KFAC, 24 people applied. 23 were accepted. Jack was the only one rejected. Imagine that. Everyone else gets the job except you. Most people would feel humiliated. But Jack, he laughed at it. He said, every rejection is one step closer to the right direction. This mindset is what shaped him. Instead of letting rejection become his identity, he used it as fuel. Subconsciously, his brain was building resilience. Every no toughened him. Every door slammed shut only reminded him, I will find a door that opens. In 1995, Jack visited the United States as a translator. That's when he first saw the internet. He typed the word beer into a search engine. Results came up from everywhere, but none from China. In that moment, his vision exploded. He thought, if the internet can connect the world, why can't it connect China? Most people would have shrugged and moved on. Jack didn't. He saw the future before others could. But vision alone isn't enough. When Jack told people his idea of starting an online business, they laughed at him. They said, you don't understand technology, you don't have money, you don't even know how to code. And it was true. Jack Ma didn't know how to write a single line of code. He didn't know the technology, but he knew people. He knew trust. He knew that if you could create a platform that allowed small businesses to sell online, you could unleash something massive. So in 1999, in his small apartment, Jack gathered 17 friends and explained his vision. Alibaba, a website to connect Chinese businesses to the world. They pulled together a few $1,000s, and Alibaba was born. But it wasn't easy. Investors laughed. Competitors were stronger. Internet adoption was slow in China. For years, Jack struggled to keep the company alive. He faced failure after failure, but every time, he remembered his philosophy: never give up. Today is hard. Tomorrow will be worse. But the day after tomorrow will be sunshine. That belief became his subconscious mantra. Think about that. Most people quit when today is hard. Some push through, but quit when tomorrow gets worse. Jack trained his brain to expect the storm before the sunshine. He programmed himself to endure. That's why, when Alibaba was on the brink of collapse, he refused to close the doors. Slowly, things changed. By 2003, Alibaba launched Taobao, a consumer-to-consumer platform that rivaled eBay in China. eBay was huge, well-funded, and confident, but Jack Ma outsmarted them. While eBay focused on transactions, Jack focused on relationships. He added chat functions, trust-building tools, and customer service. He understood human psychology. People don't just buy products, they buy connection. By 2005, Taobao crushed eBay in China. The world finally began to notice. Investors who once laughed now begged to be part of Alibaba. In 2014, Alibaba went public on the New York Stock Exchange. It raised $25 billion, the largest IPO in history at that time. The boy rejected by KFC had built one of the most valuable companies on the planet. But here's the deeper truth. Jack Ma's story is not just about business. It's about the mind. Lesson 1: Rejection is redirection. Most people let rejection define them. Jack used it as proof that he was on the path to something unique. Every no was fuel. Lesson 2: Vision comes before knowledge. Jack didn't need coding skills to see the internet's future. He needed courage to believe in his vision and the humility to gather the right people. Lesson 3: The subconscious obeys what you feed it. Jack filled his mind with English words, foreign ideas, and global dreams. While others stayed small, he programmed his brain to think big. Lesson 4: Persistence is everything. Alibaba almost died many times. But Jack's philosophy, "Don't give up," wasn't a slogan. It was his way of life. Lesson 5: Focus on people, not just profit. eBay had money and power. Jack had empathy and trust beat money. Jack Ma once said, "We keep fighting, we keep believing, and we never give up." That is the DNA of Alibaba. That is the DNA of every great achievement. So ask yourself, how many times have you been rejected? How many times have you thought, "I'm not smart enough, I'm not skilled enough, I'm not lucky enough"? And what if all those rejections were not walls, but stepping stones? What if every no you hear is just life redirecting you to your true path? Jack Ma went from poverty, failure, and rejection to building billions. His story proves that the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is not talent, not intelligence, not even resources. It is resilience. It is what you tell your subconscious every single day. The question is not whether you will fail, you will. The question is, will you keep going long enough to see your sunshine?